This video is a breath of fresh air for anyone who cares about the rule of law in this great nation of ours. For far too long, it was perfectly acceptable to the Biden administration to just let anyone in. We saw it over the weekend. An illegal immigrant committed a terrorist attack in Colorado. That should not be allowed. He was let in by the Biden administration, and this is why the Trump administration has tried so hard to track all of the criminal illegal immigrants down, to get them out of our country so that they don't do things like this anymore. We understand that there are criminals here who are born and raised here. However, if we cannot import criminals, that would actually make our communities a lot safer. And this man, Tom Homan, is doing an incredible job of making sure that that happens, that we get all the bad people out of our country. So this little press gaggle is a breath of fresh air, and I can't wait to share it with you. My name is Clayton Kearns from TrendingPolitics.com. Please make sure to subscribe to this channel. It helps us out a ton. And it really quick. It just takes 1 second. Like the video. That's all we need from you. It really helps us out in a big way, especially to fight back against these left-wing propaganda channels that are so rampant on YouTube still. So please make sure to do that. And let's get right into this video here. There's a press gaggle, and Tom Homan talks about public support for deportations. He understands there are some people against it, but he also says, I really hope that people support the rule of law. And this is why President Trump was elected, is because he does have public support to carry out these immigration policies. Let's get into it.
What is it for you to have public support for the deportations?
Extremely important. I mean, I hope most Americans agree that public safety threats and national security threats shouldn't be walking the streets of this country, especially if they're here illegally. So yeah, we like all the support we can get. I think we got the support of the majority of American people, according to the polls, right? Look, I've said it from day one. You guys ask me this question a lot of time. Am I happy with the removal numbers? Am I happy with the arrest numbers? And I've been fairly good. I said the numbers are better than Biden, but they're not good enough. I said I'm not satisfied with the numbers, so we need to increase. I mean, you look at the recent numbers, we've got like 600,000 illegal aliens walking the streets of this country with criminal convictions or pending criminal charges. So yeah, we need to do more. President Trump made a promise to American people. The American people put him in office on this top issue is immigration enforcement. So yeah, I have not been satisfied with the numbers. Christy Nolan, Steve Miller, myself, we all want more numbers. So we've increased the teams a lot. We're increased targeting a lot. So we expect a fast increase in number of arrests every day.
DHS says that assaults on ICE officers are up over 400%. Is that track with what you see? Can you speak to that?
Yeah, the assaults on ICE officers are high. The doxing of ICE officers are at an all-time high. And people always complain, some of you here say, why are they wearing masks? Or they're trying to protect themselves and their families. They've got a dangerous job to do, and they're being doxed every day across this country. I've experienced myself 100 times, but I'm willing to take that because of the position I hold. And we're not running a popularity contest. We're trying to enforce the laws enacted by Congress, do it in a smart, effective way. So yeah, their assaults are up, but it won't be tolerated. We've already shown you put a hands on an ICE officer, you can be prosecuted to the highest extents of the law. So we're not playing that with any threats against ICE officers. Doxing, we're going to look at doxing. We're going to take action on that also. Anything else?
What kind of numbers do you have for self-deportations?
The last number I saw was right around 8,500. As far as the CBP Home app, there's thousands of deportations where they're not going through the app, they're just leaving. Intelligence reports showing traffic going south, not only through Mexico, but even the Darien Gap. So there's a lot of self-deportation. I hope they take advantage of it because, they can leave on their own terms, get their affairs together, or we can go find them and formally deport them, which is going to set a bar against them coming back to the country under a legal program. So they should self-deport, give themselves an opportunity, maybe in the future, to come back as a visitor or a tourist, or maybe they have a U.S. citizen child that can petition for them. Well, if we have to formally go through the process of seeking them out and formally deporting them, there's a statutory bar placed against them from ever coming back to the country.
Do you expect those numbers to be higher if the policy changes?
I think that as they see the ICE arrests in the interior increase, which is going to see a vast increase in arrests, I think they're going to realize We can do this under ICE control. We can arrest you at a place and remove you, or you can take it upon yourself to work with ICE, get your arrangements in order, whether it's your home, your belongings, your family, and leave on your own. We'll give you a plane flight. We'll give you some money, or we can just go through the ICE process. I think the more they see ICE out there in the streets arresting people and holding them accountable, the more they'll take advantage of doing the right thing.
I mean, I'm going to pause it right here for a second to elaborate on this point. People are always saying that the Trump administration has no heart, that they don't care about people. Well, what could be more full of heart than telling people ahead of time, hey, instead of us coming down and banging down your door and throwing you on a flight and sending you home without getting your things in order, we're actually giving you an opportunity to take responsibility and to deport yourself. And in the future, you can actually come back if you do it the right way. But just understand that if you get deported, you are barred from entering this country again. That is probably one of the most graceful things that I have seen when it comes to immigration policy. If you self-deport, if you are just honest and say, okay, and you take your time, the Trump administration will literally give them a flight, will literally give them money in order to do it. So for all these people who say that the Trump administration is just so cruel, that's not the case. They're trying to give people a better way out, but a lot of people are not choosing that way out.
Right now, it's a lot of Mexican nationals.
Part of the Elon Musk scheme was finding thousands of people using the same Social Security number. Is there no way to stop the flow to them so they'll self-report?
I can't hear the question.
Part of the Elon Musk scheme found that thousands of people were using the same Social Security number. So one of the main reasons they're able to work is they're using false Social Security numbers. Is there no way to stop the money flow to cause them, if they don't have a job or anything like that?
We're all over that. We're all over the misuse of Social Security numbers, and we're tracking that, and that actually comes up, provides a lot of leads for us to go find these people.
Mr. Homan, what's the reason why ICE is apparently targeting Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket? Can you give assurances that that is not true?
Say that again?
Apparently there's been a lot of ICE activity yesterday in Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard.
If you can't hear the question, they're asking about ICE activity in Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard.
Is that being done for a political reason?
No. Martha's Vineyard isn't off the table. It's part of the country. We're doing immigration actions throughout the country. We're not saying we're going to favor one area over another. We're all over the country, in every neighborhood, in every city, and you're going to see an expansion of that. Like I just said, we're going to increase the teams greatly. So you're going to see more teams on the streets you've never seen before. You're going to see more worksite enforcement than you've ever seen in the history of this nation. You got sanctuary cities. How I said, we're going to flood the zone. If we can't arrest a bad guy in the jail, one agent arrests a bad guy in the jail in the safety and security of the jail, which is safer for the officer, safer for the alien, and safer for the community, okay, you're going to force him in the community to find him. If we can't find him in the community, we're going to find him at the work site. So we're going to flood the zone, and sanctuary cities will get exactly what they don't want. More agents in the neighborhoods, more worksite enforcement, because we're going to get the bad guy. If you want to make it difficult for us, we'll do it. It'll take more time, it's less efficient, but we're not going to stop until we find that guy.
As I said at the beginning of this video, absolutely a breath of fresh air. He's straight up saying, even in these sanctuary cities, don't tell me about what's a sanctuary city and what's not. Even in these cities, we are still going after these illegal immigrants. We are still going after criminals. We are still going after people who should not be here. And at the end of the day, that is the difference here with the Trump administration and then the administrations of the past. They did not care about illegal immigration enforcement over all these past years, and now something is being done about it in every state in the nation. They're like, why are you going to Martha's Vineyard and why are you going to Nantucket? It's like, well, they're part of the country, right? Like, it's just insane how these liberal reporters are like framing this whole topic. So let me know in the comments below if you support the job that the Trump administration and that Tom Homan is doing when it comes to the enforcement of our laws in our communities. I'll be reading through those comments and I'll be talking to you very shortly. If you're still watching this video, thank you so much. Please make sure to give us a like, and it helps us out a ton. I will talk to you in the next video.